Welcome to the interactive catalog video demonstration. Today we're going to start on the home page, and the address is www.interactivecatalog.net. That's www.interactivecatalog.net. And first thing we want to do is select a catalog to choose from. And today we're going to be working with Natuzzi Editions, so we want to click on Natuzzi Editions. And it's going to ask you for an email and password to get in, and you will need to get this from your manufacturer's representative on whichever line you're working with. In this case it would be your Natuzzi manufacturer's representative. So we're going to sign in. And we're going to come to our first page. The first page that will show up is under the category Sofa, in this case under the company Natuzzi, and the catalog is Natuzzi Editions. One thing you need to learn is you do not need to go back out and re-sign in if you want to change companies. You just simply use the drop-down button near the company, switch companies if you like. In this case we're going to stick with Natuzzi. Price list will be assigned to each retailer. In this case we're going to use USA. Catalog, in this case under the Natuzzi umbrella, we have two catalogs we're going to choose from today, the Natuzzi Editions or Ital Sofa, and again use the drop down button and you can get to either catalog that way. The rest on the top is standard filter system for all companies and all catalogs. For example, the collection. If we want to select the Spring 2010 collection, that is going to show us all new sofas for the Spring 2010 High Point market. Now that same collection, Spring 2010, if we switched manufacturers, would be the same thing. So any sofa that was introduced in that Spring 2010 April High Point market would show up here. Model, if you want to go directly to a model, simply type in the model number, click filter, and you can go right to your model number. And this again is standard for all manufacturers. Style. The styles have been broken down into casual, contemporary, modern, traditional, and transitional. We select traditional models. Only traditional models will show up to the right for all Natuzzi Edition sofas. Category. All versions within the Natuzzi Editions catalog will show up under one of these categories: sofa, love, chair, ottoman, chaise, sectional, or other. So a sofa bed is going to fall under the sofa category, a recliner will fall under the chair category, and a storage ottoman will fall under the ottoman category. This program was designed for the retail salesperson. However, version and description we're going to leave for the manufacturer's representatives, so we're going to skip over that. Height range, width range, depth range, pretty self-explanatory. If you're looking for an 80-inch sofa, simply type in 78 to 82, click on filter, and all models that have a sofa that fall into this width range will show up to the right. Now, anytime you do a filter, the models to the right that show up will always sort by price point, least to most. Simply hold the cursor over the model and you'll get the style number, in this case the B635, and a starting retail price point in a starting leather grade. So for Natuzzi, you're talking about the B635 sofa is $1,280 retail in a starting 10 grade. Now, if a model shows up with no price, that usually means that that particular model is not available in a starting leather grade. If for some reason you'd like to sort the models to the right by model number, simply click on the Model tab up here, and your models will sort by model number rather than price point. But it will always default, whenever you do a sort, by price point, least to most. If you find a frame to the right that you like, simply click on it and it'll become the bigger picture, and then you'll do a resort here to the right. All of the information below here is about the model in the big picture. If you want a schematic of this model, simply click here. If you want other pictures of this model, simply click that, and you can scroll through and see all the pictures that Natuzzi supplies of that particular model. Company information about Natuzzi editions. Warranty information about Natuzzi editions. And a current cover list. Now down below, you also have an additional filter system with a lot more options to choose from. Now the below options will be customized per manufacturer and per category. That means that the options down here, anything from sofas available in nailhead to sofas with a matching recliner, will change depending on what company you're viewing and depending on what category you're viewing. You can choose if you're looking for a sofa that has a matching recliner, comes in fabric, and has motion itself. Click filter. Anything that shows up must have all three of these. So the sofa must be available in motion, must have a matching recliner, and must be available in fabric. You can also use the top filter system with the bottom filter system. So again, if you wanted to put a width range here and then check a couple boxes down here, hit filter, they can work together. If you change the category to, say, ottoman, you'll see that the bottom filter changes. Now we can find an ottoman with casters, we can find cocktail ottomans, and so on. Now, if a sofa shows up, that means that we don't have a picture of that particular ottoman, but you know that that model has what you're looking for. And again, if we change it to sectional, then our options below change as well. So we're looking for a sectional with a sofa bed in it, so a one-arm sofa bed that, let's say, has a matching recliner. Filter, and we have a couple frames available that have both of those options. If you find a frame that you like, let's click on Next. And this takes us to a page with all the versions available for that particular model. So if we want to get a quick price on a sectional, we can start with a right arm love seat, pick our leather, say here, pick our wood foot finish, and then let's find the other piece to close that sectional, the return piece. simply click on the version and it will default to the first selection that you made, or let me say the last selection that you made. A price will show up to the right of each version and it will add it up for you on the bottom and the top. Now, when we select, let's say we want an armchair as well, if we select that, it will default to that first leather selection we made. But if we wanted to change it, we can. And the price does change to coincide with the grade that you picked. Assuming all looks good, if you want to order it, you can select order. And it takes us to an order page. Now, the difference here is the order page is now the retailer's information in the upper left-hand corner. All of the leather and wood finish information transfers. Quantities default to 1. You can switch the quantities to 2 on the chair if you want. You can put a PO number in. Sold to. And then a deliver to. And again, these are retail prices, so we may want to apply a discount. Hit OK for your discount. And let's say the retailer is working us a little harder on the price, so we can switch that if we want to, and it adds it up for you. The tax rate should be the correct tax rate for this address up in the upper left-hand corner for that retailer. If it's not, please email me, I'll get it changed. Or you can simply switch the tax rate manually. In addition, you can also add some before tax charges, say a delivery charge, and then maybe some service charges afterwards, or after tax charges, maybe a service fee or setup fee, payments received, and then a balance due. You can save this and email it to your rep. You can print this for the consumer. You can print it for yourself. This is not some special EDI system that goes directly to the factory. This is simply an order page, so you don't have to write it on your own order pad. And you can go back and redo your leather if you want to get another price, that type of thing. And then also go back to the first page. If you have any questions, please contact your local rep, or you can go to the home page and email me right here, or call me on my cell right there. Good luck, and thank you for using Interactive Catalog.